you do this every time.
Every
time.
Don't bully her. She's doing her best.
I am so sorry, chat. I checked everything else today. It's been a month since we streamed D&D, and I forgot to check the fucking audio. I'm so sorry. So, quick recap.
Yeah, you recap. I'm done.
Last time on Mysteries of Selindor, we went on a shopping spree and also visited our friend Cleary at his school to talk about some of the statues we found. And on our way, Mitnir was performing from his training manual, doing like lifts and stuff, trying to build his strength so he can get that nice plus to strength on his stats. And people thought it was like a street performance, and they took an interest. And SETI, one to capitalize on any and every situation, announced that there would be the inaugural performance of the Blue Man Group, because Mitnir is blue, that night at the bar. So now we are at the bar, there's a big crowd here, and we have to let down the stand-up comic that was supposed to perform that thinks this big crowd is for him.
The terrible stand-up.
Now he can be a sit-down comic.
I was in that. I'm great.
So Oren's gonna go talk to Gary and try to let him down gently because we don't want a disgruntled stand-up comic in the audience. And
okay, now you recapped for what happened last session and what
has happened so far this session. Yes, I'm trying to catch us up to speed. So,
wow. Okay, so while you guys are having your little conversation about how to deal with Gary, you see that Mitnir has Ernie, and he's trying to force him to stand on two legs.
Has Ernie.
Grim Mitnir, you'll give Ernie back. I need to teach him how to dance.
Sorry. Did I say Mitnir? Yeah. Mitnir's doing it. Yeah, Mitnir's just like, stand on two legs. No. Grim's got him trying to stand on two legs. He's going,
Ernie, you must do tricks for the show. People want to see you dance, Ernie.
With your 17, he gets what's happening, obviously, and what you want from him, but you get the impression that he wants to know what's in it for him. In the meantime, while you're trying to decide what to do with your pig, I'll give you an hour to try to figure out how to make a deal with this pig, and if you can succeed and get a good persuasion check, I'll let you do it.
Okay. We'll figure this out, Ernie.
SETI ushers Mitnir backstage, and anybody else, the rest of the group.
So as you guys get backstage, you see Gary, this little gnome, walking back and forth, going,
"You got this, Gary. You got this. You've been working for so many years. Finally, the word's out. This is your big break, Gary."
Hey, perhaps maybe give Oren guidance so that this goes better.
I'll be fine.
Gary, you look nervous.
Oh, holy shit. Who are you guys?
We're the Blue Man Group.
The what?
The Blue Man Group.
Is Gary backstage right now?
Yeah, he's backstage. There's this small little room in the back, little green room on the back of the stage, and he's like,
Well, I didn't hear anything about a Blue Man Group. I just know that there's a lot of guys out there. Oh boy.
Said he's just gonna pull Mitnir aside and try to plan some stuff out, like quietly in the background, and just kind of not be any part of this whole Gary thing.
Okay, Gary, remember the one about your mom?
Ernie, if you will perform in the show, Grim will buy you big truffle. And I will make my persuasion track with advantage. 14.
14. He's on the fence. Who was talking to Gary? Because Gary's still sitting there hyping himself up.
I think Oren was going to.
Oh, okay. That's cool. What is...
You don't want Grim to do it, do you?
No.
In this hour of preparation, what does everybody want to do? Obviously, we've got Grim trying to get Ernie prepped for his performance. We've got Mitnir talking to SETI.
I'm going to talk to Gary and then join SETI and Mitnir to help with the show. So.
Okay. Well, he's just, like I said, he's pacing back and forth, trying to hype himself up. He's shaking, and he's just pacing back and forth violently, and he keeps staring off and trying to figure out what's happening with this Dragonborn. That's back here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk up to Gary. I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulders there and sort of start leading him out from the back room to.
Oh shit! What are we doing? I gotta go on here any minute now. Whoa! I don't know who you are, fella, but hands off the merchandise.
Gary, my friend, come with me for a moment. We need to have a little chat.
Sorry, buddy, I don't know you, but I'm not going anywhere right now. This is a big deal for me.
Well, all right, we'll do it here. So you're not performing tonight, but
yeah, right. Okay.
mean-
Taco Tuesday.
things have changed today. Today is going to be a different performance, hence the crowd. There's been some, publicity going around town. But it's not for nothing. Tell me, Gary, how much do you usually make a night?
Okay, make me a starter persuasion check. Because he's not sure if he believes you, because he's never seen you before.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 21.
So he's sitting there and he's just like,
Not going on. Okay. That makes sense. How much do I make? Yeah, not a lot.
Well, I'll tell you what, friend. We're not only going to hook you up with VIP seating for this show, your meal will also be paid for, as well as your drinks. And on top of that, here's a little 10 gold stipend to get you through.
so you hand him 10 gold and
Yeah. Well, you have a good performance.
Well, thank you.
and he just walks away really slowly, like Peanut style, with his head hanging and tears like rubbing him away from his eyes.
So I'm going to be setting the table up with one chair, just a small table and one chair, and get a little...
Yeah, it's gonna take you like the full hour.
Says Gary.
It's gonna take you like almost the full hour because this place is so packed. It's like standing room only. So you gotta like move people aside, and, like force people out of the way while you set up for Gary.
I'm okay with this.
Okay. Meanwhile, we've got a not quite on the fence, but starting to try to figure out this standing on our hind legs thing from Ernie. What are you doing, Bropsy? Or oh, there we go. What?
I said dying jokingly, and then I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so we'll just say
I
that
can make my armor blue. That's all I got.
Okay, so Bropsy is let's say Bropsy's trying on different versions of her armor outfit, just trying to find the right one. Is there anything?
I'll do what I'm told if somebody tells me to do something.
Gotcha. Is there anything in specific anybody wants to do in this hour before performance time at the Boar's Head or Hidden Boar boarding house? Why did I say Boar's Head? It's from something else.
Order a round of drinks for everybody. Not outside us, just like a round of drinks.
Say you spend 1,000 gold coins. Yeah, okay. So you get a round of drinks for everybody. And depending on the quality, could be like a silver or something.
Oh, it's been so long. I don't remember how navigating this. I'm like, thing.
Yeah. So he's just kind of pacing a little bit, brainstorming. Like, all right, so I have that set up. Mitnir, you know what you're doing. Oh boy.
Yep, it's all here in the book. And she points to the manual and starts
no,
like,
everything we just talked about too, okay? Like, don't forget your cues, because if you miss your cue, I'm going to have to bullshit, and I'm good at bullshitting, but if I do it too much, then it's a delicate balance, you know? You want them to maybe not be getting frustrated with how much I'm bullshitting, yeah? So you have to hit your cues. So just remember that first one, you're going to come out when I start to set up the epic story, yeah? And do your thing, and I'm just going to mess with you, and we'll go with it from there. But it's all about the workout, yeah? All about the workout. That's what they want to see.
which is weird. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think the music and all the shenanigans and shit should help, right? It's more interesting and more engaging than just watching somebody work out. I hope. Oh, if they hate it.
then we'll throw them out of the bar.
I mean, they liked it pretty okay on the road today, and you know, I'll play the same song again, your theme song, and maybe then let's segue into something a little bit calmer and more somber to do like a cool down. You know, you could do some of your you know, whatever stuff that you were doing outside the other day that they liked, and I'll use dancing lights to do some atmospheric lighting. And I don't know, maybe we could have Oren send off a couple of like laser beams. Can he, is it like a one-time thing? Can he sustain them and like wave them around I'll have to ask.
Wouldn't that damage the building?
Oh, that's a good point.
It might be worth it.
If we make enough money, the barkeep might not care, but maybe we save that for another performance after we know how good we are. Okay. Any questions? Any? Oh boy, I'm nervous.
I'm not.
Well, yeah, your part is easy. All you have to do is be strong and lift things. Okay.
I'm good at those things.
That's why they like you, I think. I'll go check on. Is Grim back here with Ernie?
I assume so.
Still trying to teach Ernie to dance.
How's it going, Ernie?
Ernie, will you do it if Grim dances with you?
Persuasion check.
Okay, Ernie, we can do this, buddy. 12.
12. I mean, who knows? He's a pig.
Okay, Ernie, what if Grim turns into a pig and dances with you? So you're not the only piggy up there. 16.
Multiple dancing pigs would be more impressive than one dancing pig.
Hard to say how he feels about that. I mean, you know, again, you can't understand what he's saying, but like, you know, in the way that you understand Ernie, I mean, he seems like kind of about it.
Well, good enough for me.
All right, so you and Ernie stay backstage until after the music starts, okay? So when the music starts, you can come charging out and start dancing with the music. But until then, stay backstage, yeah?
Okay, we'll do this.
Okay, and...
All right, so the entire stage, guys, so you know, is about 10 feet deep by about 20 foot wide. So it's pretty big. Like, you got some space to do some stuff, you know. There's a curtain that you can open and close that's about the midpoint of the stage, so there's plenty of apron on the front that you can walk on without the curtains open. It's up to you how you want to do it. But the hour is waning down. You have the table set up, and you've got Gary sitting at the table. You got about 20 minutes before the performance starts there, Oren. So
Excellent.
Gary's sitting, he's like, well, thank you for the beer, I guess. He's sitting there with like a
Whatever you want to eat, man. You
Just like-
order it.
compared to his head, like this is his drink. He's just like,
Awesome.
Oh, I need a bench. All right.
All right, I'll head backstage then to join the rest.
Said he rushes out to go find a bench, unless there happens to be one. Like there's props and stools and stuff backstage.
make an investigation check.
Oh, natural. Oh no, that's a 7. 12.
12. I mean, you're in a bar. You can find a bench of reasonable size. I don't know what size bench you're looking for.
Basically,
but-
about the same as the log that Mitnir was lifting earlier.
Yeah, well, you can get one that's a couple feet. Yeah,
Okay.
couple like 5 feet of a
I,
bench.
I attempt to take it up to the stage.
You're pretty weak, so yeah, make a strength check.
Dragging it along. Ah.
Ooh, 18.
Okay, so you're able to actually, pick it up, put it over your shoulder. It's heavy, but you can kind of move it, so you're not just like.
Excuse me.
across the ground.
Sorry, coming through. It's for the
Yeah.
Blue Man Group. There you go, eh?
Yep. So you're able to bring it backstage. So you guys have a bench, and a pig, and time is winding down before this performance, and you get a little bit of like a hush from the crowd, like bring on the Blue Man Group, yeah,
Okay, I put
yeah, I
the.
want to see them.
You said there's a bit of. There's a bit of stage in front of the curtain, right?
As Gary starts to get sloshed outside.
I want to see who these fellas are with their blue man stuff.
All right. I put the bench on the stage in front of the curtain, and then I remind Grim and Ernie to come out when the music starts, and then I'm like, okay, Mitnir, you know your cue, and hey, Oren, I don't know if you can do your blasty things safely in here, but if you can, feel free to like get like a laser show with them. But also, can you draw the curtain back when the music starts? So there's more room.
No on the first thing, yes on the second.
Okay, cool. I was going
I
to.
can also just make things light up.
That would be
We have,
cool.
like objects or something we could place somewhere, and I could light them up.
Can make
Yeah.
a bench.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. Light things up, whatever you want. Works for me. I'm going to use dancing lights, my little globe lights, and I'll actually go ahead. How long do those last?
Only like a minute, but you can kind of just like easily keep them going if you want, because I think it's silly that they only last a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I'll
they're
wait.
cantrips, so you can just keep popping them out.
Yeah, I'll wait and activate those when the music starts, I guess.
Like
Okay.
if we set up like objects or something, I could just cast light on them, which lasts an hour, and then they could like shine light on the stage. I can make them whatever color.
What kind of objects do we have that we could do that with? Do we have ball bearings? We could just.
Could be literally anything. It'll light up like a Christmas light.
Maybe
Start touching floorboards.
maybe the curtains. If the curtains glowed, that would be cool. But like a really deep, like we're the Blue Man Group, right? So like a really deep dark blue, so they're not like super bright and blinding.
Yeah, I could do that.
Cool. Okay.
That could cue the beginning, maybe. Curtains light up, and then the music starts, and then they open.
Yeah. So I'm going to do I'm going to do a bit before the music starts.
This is taking forever. Bring out the gnome that tells jokes.
They're get. This is what I meant about the heckling.
Talking about himself, guys.
But all right, we don't want them to get too impatient out there. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a bit. Mitnir knows his cue, and then the music's going to start after Mitnir comes out. But it would be cool if the curtains lit up first and helped me set the mood for the bit that I'm doing. And
So as you guys are doing all this, you see Hicks comes in from the curtain. He's like, "They're getting really restless out here. You guys about ready to go?"
yes, I'm about to go out right now. This is going to be a night to remember, Hicks.
Do you need me to introduce you, or?
If you'd like.
All right. Well, I'll just let them know that it's starting. The waves and that kind of shit. I guess. All right.
And then Grim will turn into a pig.
So you see he goes out there and he's just like, "Hey!" You can hear him talking out to the crowd, and they're like, "Woo! This is gonna be so weird," says one of the guys out there. Right. I guess all of you are here to see the Blue Man Group, right? Yeah! Woo! 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 He's so weird. Like, all right. Well, that's cool.
At that point, I'm going to cast light on the curtains and make it like a dark blue color, so it's not too bright.
The blue light comes up behind me. It's like, oh shit! Wow, it's a blue curtain. Yeah, it's a blue curtain. He doesn't have a microphone. I don't know what. Anyways, I know you're all here. Welcome to the Hidden Boar boarding house. Feel free to have a drink at the bar.
Oh, he's so bad at this. I should have introduced us.
And we'll get you all set up and get you drunk.
Just get out there, Seti. Get out there.
You want some bacon? We've got bacon and pig belly.
Said he bursts out of the curtain.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Hicks.
Oh, okay, bye.
I clap him
Bye.
on the back and send him on his way.
The show. Ha ha.
And Seti strides up to the corner of the stage and gestures out at the crowd. Ladies and ladies, gents and gender bands, drunken bastards and not yet blastards. Welcome to the Hidden Bar boarding house and the first live performance of the Blue Man Group.
It's just going to go roar throughout the entire place, except for like a large group of people who have no idea what they're here for, but like are just like, yeah, all right, yeah.
Are
And then
you
there's Gary
ready
in the
to be
front's like, "Oh, yes!"
entertained? Well, have I got a tale for you? And she does like a little sort of flutter on the drums, like the opening notes of like a bard performing. And she sits down on the bench and leans in and says, well, settle in. Prepare yourselves for an epic of friendship and treachery, of love and loss, of brave young folks thrown into
Minnie's gonna
dire circumstance.
Seti,
What?
is this gonna take long?
What?
I put the book out. Like I still got work to do.
Right now?
I mean, you can keep telling your story, and he's gonna walk out.
Onto the stage.
As Mintnir comes out from behind the curtain, people are going with the talking. But as he comes out from behind the curtain, they're just like, "Oh, dude, he's fucking huge. Yeah, guys, he's so weird."
Okay. Well, the next thing says bench presses. And
Be-
all the other benches are occupied.
bench presses. This bench.
Yeah.
You want this bench? I was trying to tell a story. It's about the 60s.
Oh, you can keep going. Mitnir's gonna lay down and just be like, one.
Okay, slow these down. Make a strength check. Not that it's gonna be hard for you.
Wait, are you on the ground benching the bench?
Yes. Benching the bench.
It's a
with-
bench press.
Okay.
So he just kind of.
Oh, it's a 5.
That's
So
a
for
5?
total of 9.
9. I mean, yeah. So you guys are like, oh, a bit of struggle. You're like a bit of struggle getting her off, and it's a little bit wobbly. They're like, everybody in the audience is like, oh, dude.
Can I
Stop.
come out and cast guide?
Just a drive, like a drive-by.
Drive by.
So you see, it's
guy.
always really struggling or whatever, and then you guys see Bropsy like poke her head out. She's like, "You can do it!"
No. I want to just like be quiet and just touch him on the head and
Just,
then walk away.
just from under the curtain and just wow.
Literally drive by head boop.
Alright, so you just kind of like peek out from behind the curtain, and go and tap him on the head. Your guidance, roll a d4, I think it is for guidance.
Mhm.
How do I do a separate roll?
Bottom left corner, I think. Should be a
Just
dice
like a
icon.
bunch of dice over
you
there.
go. I see it. Boom. Roll. +4.
Oh, okay. So you're at 13. Easy. Yeah. So like, so it's like, oh, the struggle's like, oh, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna. Oh, and then they. All right. So he is now benching you, Seti.
So Seti's like still sitting and like,
Cool.
it's kind of hard to tell. And she'll just kind of look like really exasperated out at the crowd, like.
As you bob up and down, up and down.
He does this
you
all the
can-
time,
you
you
can-
guys.
no.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
maybe.
my story was like I was going to tell a story about a like 60-year-old halfling who has to take a piece of jewelry across the country to keep a disembodied man from wearing it. It's this whole big thing, but it's really hard to tell a story when you're well, as they say, if you can't beat them, fuck with them as hard as you can. And she like jumps up on the bench and starts like dancing back and forth and starts playing his theme song. And the lights come up, the dancing globes, in like this a much brighter blue, and just kind of start flashing and strobing about up above. And as she gets up, she's like, "Who wants to help make this the hardest workout the Blue Man has ever done?"
Ah, shit. I've been
Make a performance check, and then I'll tell you what they say. You fall on your face and break your neck.
28.
At 28, they're just like, "Fuck yeah! Woo! You suck!"
Does somebody have a silence spell we could cast on Gary?
It's getting drowned out mostly. I just want you to know. But it's like everybody in that bar is like getting a little hyped. They're getting a little hyped. So
Yeah, Mitnir's
you
theme
can
song
stop
kicks
that.
in with the aggressive drums, and then Seti will just do like some throat singing or whatever for the melody. And in a bit of a lull, she'll be like, "How about let's get 2 halflings or gnomes or dwarves up here? Two of you. You must be this tall to ride the ride, eh? Come on."
He's gonna-
Get up there! I'll get up there in a second!
He pulls out the stick again and puts it over his shoulders and like crouches down so there'd be height for people to grab.
Okay, so Gary's on stage, and then like another little halfling comes up, and it's like this little halfling female, and she's like, "All right, so what's all this about then? What are we doing?"
All right, thank you, brave volunteers. Grab one on each end of that stick. And we're going to see if the blue man can lift you.
I have to be brave to let this big hunk of blue stupid pick you up. Okay.
He's just gonna kind of like stare at him for a second, like.
Make an intimidation check.
Boom. That is a 16.
Okay, he's pretty quiet now.
That's what I.
You just like kind of like look at him and like a little bit of little stream of electricity out of your mouth. He's like, so you're squatting them now.
I'm doing squats now. Yeah.
All right, so he's got 2 little things that are like, they can't be that heavy. Yeah. But at the same time, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. There, people are cheering. Some people are they're marginally impressed.
This looks a little too easy, huh? What do we think, yeah?
Ah, it's lame.
Yes!
How about a couple more volunteers?
Couple more volunteers.
Oh yeah, did the pigs come out? The
From
pigs
back,
came out.
From the back, 2 pigs come out.
Let's go, Ernie.
One of them's walking on its hind legs, and then the other one's just like walking and just like, and then goes, and then hooks up to its hind legs, and you see 2 pigs walk out on their hind legs.
And then I wonder, is he still benching the bench?
He's squatting 2 halflings on a rod right now.
Yeah, the bench has been left alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not hard to squat 2 halflings, so I'm not even making you roll for that.
Ernie, I'm like Satan Pig. Ernie, we're changing plans. We're just going to grab onto this pole that he is, the stick that he is holding, and we're just going to swing on it. Okay?
He's got 2 hooves, and he looks at them and he goes,
Just wrap your hooves around it. Like this, Ernie. Just overlap.
so
Trust
all right,
me.
There's 2 pigs, and they're like, get down.
Even our dancing pigs think they can do better. Come on.
You got 2 pigs hanging on the end. That adds about a total of about 50 pounds.
We're gonna swing. We're gonna swing around.
So it's moving on you. Make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Come on, Ernie.
Is this me?
No, them.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Natural 20 and the 16.
Okay, so the one pig is doing pretty good. The other pig jumps up, tries to do it, like catches it, and then just like flips once, knocks the other halfling off. And you got 2 on one side. You just kind of like tip to one side for a second. Make me a strength check to try to keep them up.
that's a
So the
nat
big-
20.
Natural 20.
No,
So you
for
just
24.
do this and then and keep squatting with just like one hand, just like, and like your bicep is just like bulging out, and people are like, oh.
Said he's
And,
going to do like a little bit of parkour up his back and get onto the other side. And just-
Acrobatics.
yeah. Ooh, okay. 23.
So I think, yeah, sure.
So she just kind of balances on it like a tightrope walker, and she uses disguise self to turn herself into a sort of as close to a mirror image of Mitnir as she can. And she's just up there balancing.
Okay, so as she runs up and like twists and does this little flourish over his back, you watch as like there's this little flash of light as she.
It's actually like
flurry of-
yeah, that like a ripple over her skin, like Mystique, and like
Yeah, it's like
a
more like
shadow
a-
passes over her, and she emerges as a
right.
blue dragonborn, and is like, "Oh, look at me! I'm the blue man. All I know is lift heavy things and have big muscles." Ugh. Like she's making fun of him.
What a loser!
I mean, if you think you can lift this, you're welcome to try.
Yeah, lift it, little guy! Gosh! Yeah! I'm gonna lift it!
Well, who thinks they can do it? Who wants to work out with the blue man, huh? Do we have any brave takers to outperform the blue man?
I mean, in the audience, there's gonna be half a dozen people raising their hand. People are really into this shit that's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm
We've
just
got
gonna
people
point to
all
a
different
couple.
sizes. And Gary's got one hand down, like hanging, and the other one's like,
I'll do it! I'm stronger than this fucker!
I'm just
Minnie
gonna...
just, like smiles and's like, "Your turn." Gary, like right away.
okay. I don't know.
Oren's
You
gonna
guys-
pop his head out of the curtain and be like, "Hey, should we get Gary prepped for his lift before he goes?"
How do you prep for a lift? You just lift.
Oren,
Trust me, I have a thing.
do your thing, Oren. And Seti's, she's picking a couple of people out of the crowd, like the people that look like the most drunk and like the most into it. Like maybe, yeah, just people really, really flexing and showing off.
All right, Gary, come backstage for a minute. We'll get you set up.
yeah. So everybody lets down. Here, what are you doing? You just keeping up your exercise with some push-ups or something?
No,
Or-
I'm gonna go down to Gary's table
Oh, just sit
where
down.
he was. And no, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm gonna grab his drink and just take a drink, be like, and then go back up on stage.
Yeah. Does you take his drink and more people put more drinks down on the table next to you? It's up to you if you want to drink it.
I'll take one up the stage with me and start trying to. I want to like take a drink and then do some like push-ups. Take a drink, just start doing like some
one-handed push-ups while drinking.
Okay.
Push-ups.
It's easy enough to do some push-ups. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution check because you're like working out while drinking alcohol.
Right. I'm just like.
No, you're just trying to
drink,
keep it down while you're doing it. I don't know if you've ever tried drinking beer and.
That's a 23.
Yep, you're good. This is second nature.
So backstage, Oren's gonna lean into Bropsy and be like, "Hey, Bropsy, you got that potion of hill giant strength in your bag?"
Potion what?
It's a strength potion in the bag holding. Want to hand that to me?
Yes, it's in there.
Sure. I was good and I opened my pages. I didn't open the holding. Anyway.
Forgot we even had that.
I can't think of a better use for it, Gary.
So he's like, all right, what's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Gary,
you doing?
I need you to drink this.
Yeah, I'll drink anything right now. Woo!
And then before you go out,
Ugh.
what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is lavender.
Perfect. I'm going to change the curtains to lavender, and then you're going to go out to make your entrance. And then I'm going to shoot a couple darts
Chartreuse.
up into the ceiling that are also that color. Chartreuse?
No, tangerine.
Tangerine? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do all three colors. How about that?
Oh, holy shit, you're cool. All right.
So I'm going to cast light on 3 darts, one of each of those colors.
Okay.
So when he goes out, I'm going to throw them like up into the rafters so that they're up high shooting those 3 lights down.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're creating actual lighting now. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I need you to make me basically an attack roll to hit him where you want. Meanwhile, Gary chugs the potion, thinking it's more alcohol, and runs out onto the stage going, "Ah!
Our first taker, everybody. Who thinks
9.
Gary can outperform the blue man?
A 9?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, you throw, I'm going to say one of them just kind of like falls from the ceiling, doesn't quite get all the way in, and then falls and lands and hits some guy right in the shoulder, and just like, and he goes,
It's really bright.
it's just like light coming out of his shoulders, like, what the
That's the tangerine one. That's the tangerine.
just like orange light coming out of his shoulder. What is happening? And then as you guys, so Gary's on the stage, but you've also got like a couple of other drunk. Yeah, I can lift it. I can lift anything. Like you've got a bunch of people on stage. So what are you doing with these? You've got like 4 people, including Gary.
I'm gonna put the log essentially on Gary's shoulders.
Okay, so he goes. It's like 3 times the size of his body.
Right.
All right, Gary. You got to lift the same stuff Mitnir did to. Sorry, the blue man.
Gary's strength is 21 for the next hour.
Yeah.
Pile on, everybody! Let's get to the volunteers back on the ends of the rod and the pigs and whoever
Get
else.
out of here, big boys!
And you see, he's like, there's been here and then 4 big buff dudes standing next to, or 3 big buff dudes standing next to him. And they're just like, they kind of, one of them just like, yeah, fuck it, and goes and steps up onto it because it's like high enough where it's like it's not you hang on it, it just kind of like sits on it, I guess. And then one's like, shit, fuck, let's do it, and sits on the other side. And then Gary's like, this 22 goes, and everyone's like, oh!
Said he is floored.
He's like,
This is nothing, man! Whoa, wait, bitches!
Let's give it up for Gary, everybody! Yeah!
Who wants to try next?
Yeah, does anybody brave enough to follow that performance, huh? Our volunteers up here, you want to follow that?
Yeah,
You think
like,
you can do better?
They're all like, it can't be that hard.
I'm gonna just put the log on the next guy's shoulders and be like, we need 2 people to hang on it.
Okay, so yeah, the other 2 guys that are up there to do the thing try to hang on it. And he drops them. He's just, follow that halfling!
Just kind of like said, it's all right, you know. Go get yourself a beer. Not everyone can be as strong as a halfling and a dragonborn. It's okay.
Not so easy, is it?
So Gary's like sitting there with his like back to you, like
Yeah, we're all in the same performance together. This was all planned.
A valiant effort, though. Let's give it up for our brave volunteer, huh?
loser! You're weaker than Gary.
Is the next one? We had a couple of people up here, right? The next one.
Yeah.
Get him set up.
Yeah, so you got it set up as well. It's easy enough to get people to hang on it, and then he fails as well. Just like it's misweighted, so he begins tipping to one side, but he overcompensates, tries to go the other way, and then they just go, and he runs off the stage into the crowd.
We hear like a pots and pans scattering.
Yeah.
Watch your drinks.
Oh, incoming. All right, well, another good effort. All right, you know, Blue Man, maybe I underestimated you. Maybe it's not so easy after all, huh? Maybe I owe you an apology.
He's just like, yeah.
Even though you keep interrupting all my beautiful, amazing stories.
Grim and Ernie will attempt to do the porcine tango.
Make a performance check with disadvantage because you're dancing with a regular pig.
Said he gives them like a flute solo.
This will be great. We'll do fine. Oh, yes.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
3.
3.
Because the 16 doesn't count.
Yeah, there's two pigs sort of like walking around on stage. One of them's like trying to grab the other pig. Nobody knows what's happening. Like you're
Just
like
saying.
nailed
just
it.
be like-
And everybody else is like
I'm like the Ernie and Pig Dog. I'm like, Ernie, you're embarrassing me.
Now, against, not necessarily a feat of strength this time, but a lot of you seem to enjoy the warm up and warm down that I've been working on. Would anyone like to join me for that portion of the exercise?
the which portion?
Like the Tai Chi and everything.
The Tai Chi. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. Give me a performance check. Either Mitnir or Seti.
Yeah, I was gonna say the music transitions as he starts talking, just goes into like a much more like lower and
Yeah,
somber.
so you guys can roll together, or you can do one of you with advantage.
I'll let Seti go with advantage.
That'll be a 25 or an 18. 25.
25. Yeah, like everybody's raising their hands. Everybody wants to do this.
Enough
People are
room for,
like really
20?
drunk.
Grim and Ernie will try to do it too.
We'll pull like maybe 15 people up on the stage, enough room that people can like still be comfortable having their arms outstretched and stuff. And then everybody spread out as best you can. I know it's crowded in the Edinburgh boarding house tonight. Thank you so much for that. And follow along as the blue man begins to cool down.
You just hear from the back.
I wanna
"Don't
do it,
forget
I wanna
to
do it."
tip your waiters.
I want to do it. And instead of like doing that, like Strig gets up there and she's like, I want to do it.
Strig, welcome. Of course, here. And Seti will move aside to give Strig some room to join in. And
Mitnir has the book down at his feet, like, right, step 1. He's still following the book for how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's people. All right, so you start doing it. I need you to make me an athletics check. Yes.
Oh,
Grim will also make an athletics check to try and do what he does
that is a 20.
Nice.
as
Perfect.
a pig.
flawlessly executed. And everybody's
And Grim rolls a nat 20.
That
Okay,
pig
Grim rolls a
knows his
natural
Tai
20.
Chi.
The pig does it
He-
slightly better.
Super Tai Chi pig.
And then Ernie's like, I won't be showing up, and rolls a natural 1. And he just gets up there, and he's like, sees what you're doing, and he's like, and he gets this really serious look on his face. And then goes, and then takes your shit on the stage. So
Said he will quickly prestidigitate the shit away.
Grim will start apologizing. Like, I'm really sorry. He had too many berries, but it all just comes out like.
So said he goes off to the side and plays out this like sort of somber, cool down song. It's just like mostly a cappella with just like a little bit
there are
of
people in the audience who
light.
have like torches out and just going like,
Yeah, just the way. Yeah,
and there are other
exactly.
people trying to do the Tai Chi and just like falling all over each other, and they're drunk and they're having a good time.
The dancing lights take on like this orange, like sunset kind of glow in
Which
a
makes
otherwise
this really
dark.
well with the guy who's got orange tangerine colored lights shooting out of his flesh.
I can start turning those lights off.
It's
No, but he's just doing this. He's just going.
I'm gonna turn like the other colors off. That I have.
Okay, yeah. So just like this orange light. Everyone's having a good time. So this goes on for however long you guys want. You're in charge of what these people are doing. But I will say that they are, getting really drunk.
I think the song will just come to an end on a couple of like really like long somber notes, and then the lights will dim.
Cool. Maybe another performance check for the music.
And
Nice big stretch. Like, that's good.
ooh, that one's a 19.
Sure. Yeah, it's good.
Um,
Like, there are a couple people that have already fallen asleep.
Yeah. So as the lights go dark, and Steady will give it like a little bit of a pause, some silence, and then she'll step back to the center of the stage, and just bring up a small little light, a little dancing globe, and just say, "Thank you for coming, everybody. We all had a great evening, I trust. Now remember to tip your waiters and your entertainers. Yes, be sure to try the boar's leg and the pig belly ale, the official drink of the Blue Man. And everyone have a lovely evening, and we hope to see you next time." And she'll kind of like step back and bring everyone forward for like a bow,
Yeah, I mean, everybody's like, yeah, this is the first time I've ever felt like at peace after. There's like people are kind of like some people,
for you.
some
Yeah,
people
those
are actually a little bit
post-workout
confused.
endorphins.
There are people who are so confused they're just like, what? And they just sort of like walk off into the night, like yeah, all right. And then there's people who are just like, he's so fucking weird. And other people who are just like clapping and cheering, and like you guys got like a mixed bag of response on that last thing. But there's way more people that are just like super into whatever the fuck you guys are doing. So as the night winds on and people continue drinking, you guys come down from your performance. There's people who want autographs, and people are just like tossing stuff up on the stage, like just random knickknacks and money and whatever else as you guys finish up. So the night starts closing down and the party continues on. So what do you guys want to do?
Collect everything.
Okay. For this, go ahead and roll me a D100.
I'll do that in 20 seconds.
Grim will perform his last trick.
There it
He'll
is.
turn back into a person, and then he will say, "For my final trick, the flying pig," and he will turn invisible and just like pick up Ernie and make Ernie like fly.
So like it's after the everyone's like the performance is done, right? And they've all like thrown everybody up on the stage, and then suddenly the pig turns into a furball who then says this. Everyone's like backstriking, like, what? And then they just see it. By the time they get their full attention on what you're doing, they just see a flying pig. and there are people who just like
How much
losing their
did I?
shit and falling out
How
of
much
their
did I
chairs.
drink?
Yeah, just like completely losing their shit. And then there's this one guy who's just like, oh, it finally happened. I've waited so many years. And he runs out of the bar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mixed response for that too. But you guys, what did you roll?
I rolled a 33.
33. Okay, so you guys get 33 gold from what they threw up on the stage.
Okay.
That's less than I normally get.
Yeah.
Well, they were spending their money on food and drink.
Yes.
Yeah, spreading it around.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do into the night? Would you like to keep partying with everybody, or do you just want to like time skip to the morning, or what do you want to do?
Party a bit with Gary.
I was
Well,
gonna say, how long was I working out during the show? Like,
I would say that was probably about an hour.
all right, so technically, I'd like to try and do 2 more hours, whether it's like running around or whatever before going to bed. Like,
Okay.
that gets me to the halfway point. At the halfway point,
And I'm
mean-
gonna go buy Ernie a truffle from the bar.
Okay, they don't have truffles at the bar.
They have
They have
truffle
truffle
aioli.
yeah.
They have truffle aioli, but they don't have just like regular truffles for sale. It's not on their menu. But I guess if you're really asking them for it, then you can ask who do you want to ask to try to get this, because it's not on the menu. You can't just buy it.
Strig, is that her name?
Yeah, Strig. So you go straight. She's like, yeah.
Strig, can I buy Ernie a truffle?
I'm just like a whole truffle.
I promised him a truffle.
Oh, they're really expensive.
How much is it?
5 gold.
Oh, here, you want just 5 coins? Here you go.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll get you a truffle. And she comes back with a truffle.
There you go, Ernie. Eat up.
Wow.
that was an expensive dinner for a pig.
Yep.
You know, they
so-
had to switch from pigs to dogs in real life for truffle hunting because the pigs eat the truffles too much.
Makes
It's
sense.
true.
So, yep,
yeah,
the
Seti,
pig.
Seti will party with people. Just kind of move around the bar and mingle.
Just party. Like, yeah, everybody had a great time. Mitnir, are you gonna just like do the exercises in private? Or are you gonna?
I mean, I'll kind of stay in the corner. Like, I'll do the whole drinking exercise thing if I can do that. So if people
Yeah,
are like,
so you just got like a crowd of people who are still hanging out with you, just like, it's like yeah.
yeah,
Still
so it's-
going. He's so weird. Still going.
Hardcore fans that are hanging
It
around.
never stops.
Like for some of these people, it's like a cult class. It's like going to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You've
Like,
got groupies.
yeah. Why is he still doing it? He's had like 18 beers and he's still doing it.
Well, you see, as I burn off the calories and stuff, I can keep drinking.
I do the same thing. Falls down. All right, so we'll just say you guys drink, you have fun. Everybody who's drinking, make me a Constitution saving throw for the night.
That's a nat 20 for a 24.
I have a
Nice. Okay, so hold up. So we got a natural 20 for a 24. I need to get D&D Beyond thing pulled up, don't I?
10. Mm-hmm.
If you want to see the rolls, yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are doing. I'm like, where are all these rolls in roll 20? Hold on, I guess I can open Cal, and that'll have the roll history.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where's the?
Oh, if
Oh,
you,
there it is.
if you want to save, it's even higher.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So was it just you two that are drinking?
Yeah,
What
I'm
has Dropsy been doing this whole time?
She told you she's been dying.
Mm-hmm.
chilling backstage with Oren.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing, Arn?
Yeah, I'm just getting Gary drunk.
Okay, so Gary's plastered, 100%
Oh, yeah.
plastered. But there's like people who are like, "Trigger,
covering
you're
his
strong."
I'm covering
see-
Gary's tab.
You can see there's somebody who's sitting by him who's just like, "So you seem pretty strong." I'm actually a representative of Pagless Porters. Talking to Gary, he's like, "Yeah." It's like, well, you're very strong for your size. You could fit into some tight places. We could really use you in our business. Like, so he's like getting a bit. You're listening to a whole business pitch. So you have, with that, since you're not drinking, you're consciously aware that this guy is a member of a guild called Pagless Porters.
Trying to recruit Gary.
And he's trying to recruit Gary.
I'll be sure to keep Gary honest.
She's like, yeah, I can lift anything. I can lift a whole cow.
Oh, it's just like,
Or it'll be like, yeah, you probably could for the next 20 minutes.
How much you want? I bet I can lift you, lady.
And there's like this full size woman. He's like, she's like, I don't really. He's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna lift you, and then I'm gonna take you upstairs. A winky wink.
I'm going to allow this to happen. I want to see it.
you're old, really. She's like, what? What?
She's into it. I'm just going to let it go.
Yeah, he rolled a 17 plus whatever his charisma would be, which I have no idea. So I'm gonna give him a +2. So I was like 19, sure. And so like, yeah, so he picks her up, and then she's just like giggling, and yeah, Gary takes her upstairs and probably has the best night of his entire life.
Hey, Hicks, I'll cover Gary's room for the night.
I mean, he's paid up for the next 3 months already, so pretty much lives here. But damn, I'm still clearing tabs, but I'll give you guys a cut in the morning.
Sounds good.
All right. Oh, fucking right. And you see, he's just counting coins.
Probably made bank today.
All right. So as the night winds on, you are fucking so drunk, Seti. You are blackout drunk. You have had so much fun that you are like stumbling and crawling up the stairs.
I mean,
I will
Sure.
carry
no,
Sadie up the stairs.
All right, so you've got Seti over your shoulder, just like, oh yeah.
well, how drunk is Mitnir?
Not at all.
No, he rolled a natural 20 on his con check.
Oh, okay. I mean, you'd still be drunk. You're just not pukey.
I mean, yeah, he rolled pretty high. I mean, yeah, you're sloshed, but you're not like hammered.
Yeah, I've got one hand on the rail, like going up the stairs. The other
It's
one's
not,
just like,
you're not spinning. You just like you're having a good time.
Instead, he's like, I can walk. I can walk. I can walk.
yes, you can. As soon as we get to the top of the stairs.
I've done it before, Mittenir. I can walk. I've walked.
And you'll
I've walked
do it
before.
tomorrow too.
I just picture Steady walking in the air as she's on his shoulder.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. Short legs are definitely. She's like, look at, I'm doing it right now. Look.
Yeah.
All right. So don't you guys have like one room for all of you, and then one
Yes.
room for
Yep.
Grim and his pig and his zombie?
Yeah. Zombies in the room still.
Yeah, the zombie. Yeah. So all of you guys like collapse into your room. Everybody's like having a good time. You know, you get in there at various times, but this room is just like, instead of going neatly into whatever beds you have available, you're all just kind of like laid out all over the place.
I was gonna say, I as gently as I can, kind of like Seti towards her bed, like.
She's still
And then-
walking on the
No,
bed.
no. She's like, look, I got myself to bed just fine. I told you, I didn't need help.
You're just like, is backing up to his bed, hits it, and just falls in. So like his feet are dangling off the end of his bed, and he's just like,
His head's actually like all the way onto the pillow, but his feet are still dangling off the end of his bed because he got on one of the not full size beds.
I imagine Grim going into his room, and then the zombie just like turns this expression on him. That's like,
That's
where
exactly
have
what
you
happened.
been?
Yeah, so you guys all like spread out throughout the thing, and yeah, exactly. You know,
Been slamming
Grim
on
walked into his
food
room
all
and it's
night.
just like all quiet, and then you just see the zombie just go.
You're still there.
That's it. That's the whole thing. So everybody falls asleep, has a good night's rest, and as we wake in the morning, Seti, you are hungover. Everyone else is fine. The day is yours. But let's go ahead and take our 5-minute break, I guess.
Sure.
Hello, we're back.
We're back.
We have lollipops. Me and Sim have lollipops.
I'll have a lollipop.
Lollipop.
That doesn't actually work for me.
I am gonna make chocolate chip brioche French toast tonight, I think.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Nice.
French toast talk.
Mhm. Anyways, so as morning greets you, I think this is your third night. That was your third night or second night?
That was third.
Yeah, I think it was your third night. Because he's done 3 days of workout, so it's easier for him to keep track of what's happening. So as you wake up after your third night at the Hidden Boar boarding house, you wake up, you are hungover, Seti. Everybody else feels fine. And the morning greets you. You are in your room. I assume, Graham, you re-upped your zombie.
I re-up a zombie.
Mm-hmm. No, you can't have my lollipop, so shut up. Bropsy gets out of her little nest that she has made, and her feathers are all ruffled. Y'all look like you had a great party last night.
Seti just groans. She's got her arm over her eyes.
Go down for breakfast. Do you want me to bring you something, Seti, or are you gonna come down?
I'll be there. I'll be there.
All right, Oren will head downstairs and get a table, get some breakfast. See if
Boys.
Gary's down there or not.
Time to feed Ernie. He's
Gary is
been a
not
good
down there
boy.
this morning.
Not yet, anyway.
There are still people there from the previous night, just like laying down on the floor with blankets on them. Buckets everywhere.
Come down, like,
You see
did you run
Strickland
out of
Hicks.
beds?
No, that wasn't the problem. The big problem was carrying them, making them pay for the night. You know, that sort of thing. We just left them where they were. Bought them buckets so they wouldn't make a mess of themselves.
What's for breakfast?
The usual, really. We can get you something special if you like. But
Ernie will have a pound of your finest pig feed.
of course, we'll get that ready for you.
I think I'll get my breakfast sausage again.
Nice.
Grim will make himself some berries.
Okay. You guys notice Hicks looks disheveled as hell. His eyes have bags under them. He has not slept. And neither has Strigg, whose hair is like all catawampa.
They're probably up all night counting all that money.
They should let Griselda, or whatever her name is, man the shop for a little bit.
Sorry for the impromptu show.
No, it's perfectly fine. By the way, here's your cut. And he hands you a bag with 585 gold in it.
Damn.
That's a lot of gold.
Yes.
Guess you guys did well last night, didn't you?
Oh, we've never had a better night before. I can't thank you all enough for this. You're more than welcome to perform here anytime you'd like.
I was gonna say you might look into just having other performers besides, Gary.
My whole thing is, obviously we've got fine lodgings and everything like that, but we're not quite as fancy as what you'll get in the Inner Nexium. Any one of the different districts could have something that's has a higher clientele to it, Most of the people with real money or most big crowds are going to end up in...
Right, but, if you get a reputation of being the place to be on Friday night, that's fun.
Right, well, apparently we've done a fairly decent job of that right now.
You hear just this constant groan as Seti comes trudging down the stairs, and like each step is just like,
Can we get one breakfast vegetarian plate for that one?
I'll do it with hot sauce because that is good for
I don't.
hangovers.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything.
Yes,
how
you do.
How do you all
Do you want a
do
berry?
this? Oh, she just looks sick.
You won't need to eat the food. You just have a berry.
You know what'll make you feel better? Menu just slides the bag of our share in front of her.
Money. Oh, we made money last night. It was good. Yeah, we did. It was good.
You did great.
You too. I don't
You guys made roughly 100 gold a person.
remember a lot. You guys really drink like this for fun?
That was an easy night.
Grim does not drink.
I
Yeah,
never
I didn't
had
drink
before.
last night. I was just keeping an eye on Gary the whole time.
Honestly, dear, it was mostly you. But I already subtracted your tab from the amount that you were given.
Oh god, that didn't cost us a lot of money, did I? I have not. It was just everybody was having so much fun, and
Oh, it was
You bought drinks for several people.
Quite all right, Sadie.
I saw Seti go upstairs with a very, very hairy dwarf.
I didn't.
You didn't.
Yeah, I know I
Grim,
did.
were you drinking last night and thought I was a
It's
dwarf?
just like, you did.
Okay.
Funny cushion doesn't remember.
Said he just like she's like, do I smell like dwarf?
She just keeps prestidigitating herself.
Get it up.
Out, damn spot. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Generally,
I-
drink. No, you don't have quite that much.
bit of advice: if you're going to drink, don't start with beer and then move your way up to hard liquor. That was your mistake last night. If I hadn't cut you off, you probably would have ended up in the pig pit.
Right, okay. Well, next time I'll do better or not at all. Did I hear you talking about other performances?
Yeah, I mean, with as much money as you all made us last night, well, more than happy to negotiate standard fee. I mean, I gave you the standard fee for our performers, but
Well,
standard percentage for our performers. But
we might be able to find other people to perform as well, so you have more variety. And if we did find talent, we might want to negotiate the cut of finder's fee.
of course, yeah.
You
But
could have that guy with the magic mustache perform.
Nefri?
Yeah, make him make like animals out of his mustache.
I mean, he's pretty much always on guard. He lives in the walls. I don't think he'll ever leave his post for performance.
that feels more
You'd be
like
surprised
something
what he
that
might do
children
for
would
money.
like.
I know that one likes money.
You just buy some of his multi-passes.
You know, you could open up the pig pit to fighting. People like to watch fights. This seems like the kind of place where people would like to watch a good fight.
That's true. That's true. I'm more than happy to do that. It's just there are plenty of fighting clubs and groups throughout out in Exium.
But are
They've
they
kind of got a
mud
handle on
fighting?
everything.
Or why not just mud wrestling? You just wrestle in the mud.
Well, I mean, certainly we could do that. The pig thing was always the motif we were going for, so I sort of just went with all that, you know?
You can stick with that, but you can do more. Like
You get
Diversify your portfolio.
Well, it would be very difficult for me to go up against the brawlers. What are their names?
Here's what you do. Okay? You get a very, very big guy. Okay? Like, just very big. And you dress him like a pig. And you say, anyone who can defeat the Boar King in the mud wrestle who gets, whatever they get.
You have a champion fighter
Sure.
who is
We
a
could
pig
do
motif.
something like that, I suppose.
The idea would be is if there are places where people go and do this nightly, you're not trying to compete with them. You're trying to provide entertainment, not competition per se.
Yes, you have a variety of things that your regulars can come here to see without having to go all the way across town to see something special, It's not competition. You don't want to undercut. You're not going to beat somebody at their own game, but you might.
Fair enough.
What am I
Maybe
trying
we
to
could
say?
try to arrange such a thing.
I adore
You want to
that.
think of like theme nights throughout the week, Each day could be a different thing.
Well, if you have any ideas, please run them by Strigg. I'm going to bed.
You don't want your patrons to be bored.
Oh.
Get it? Yes, bored. Good night. Morning. Good day.
Have a good rest, friend.
Sleep well.
Goes behind the bar, pulls the curtain, and disappears into the back. Well, I get to stay up all day. Yay me. Here's your breakfast, all of you.
Thank
Thank you.
And Seti, this is on the house. Trust me, eat it. You'll feel better.
Okay.
And it's sort of like your usual breakfast, but it's got hot sauce on it. She says, this sauce, trust me, it may be spicy, but it will settle in the stomach.
That feels counterintuitive to me. Yeah, it's. But
As
you're the
someone who's
beer
nauseous,
expert.
I don't want that.
I will trust you. You know your beer and stuff.
Well, I guess it's time for Grim to go get his armor, yes?
Oh, that's fun. You get a new armor today.
Maybe I can ask about making Ernie some armor.
He's going to grow.
I'll get him some magic armor then.
By the way, for our cut of the gold, it's 117 each. So add that to your sheets.
Money.
We could make pretty good money if we did that, even just once a week. Might have to think of some variation.
Yeah, I
We
don't.
need to spread it out a little more than a week.
Well, I'm gonna need
Once a
break
month
from
or
working
something
out
like that,
at some point.
Keep it rare, then it becomes more of a thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, you got to do it like a random day each month, so it's never the same. Got to build up the
you're
hype.
right. We don't want people to take us for granted. We want them to always wonder when we're coming back, or maybe think maybe we're never coming back, and catch them by surprise.
Always keep them wanting more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
Grim,
was-
I'll go with you to the smithies.
I'm just going to stay here until I need a few minutes.
Yeah, you rest up. You had a big night.
I'm gonna go find the nearest shaded park type area in the city.
In Twilight Town, there's no real parks. It's basically just all stone.
Mhm.
With
It's also always shaded.
yeah, it is always sort of shady. But
I just mean kind of like a spot that's kind of just kind of not secluded, but it's out of the way.
I mean, you can just stroll out and you can find some areas that are some side alleys or places like that. But basically, it's like a chunk of a circle, right? So it's like this sort of narrow road that runs around for 20 miles, and it's just buildings on both sides of this main street thoroughfare. So,
Just after last night, he's a little more self-conscious about everyone watching. So
yeah, sure, you can find a place to do your stuff privately, easy enough. So you're doing 4 hours of
4
great
hours this
exercising?
morning.
Nice. All right. And then Oren and Grim, you're heading to the blacksmith, yes?
Yes, and
Alright.
Ernie.
So it'll take you guys about an hour to get there. But because this place is huge.
I have something I want to make when I get there.
Alright.
A little something, something.
As you guys come up on
Wait, did we ever find out the secret project?
no.
We'll find it later.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go pick it up.
Okay.
So you find yourselves at Steel River Ironworks. And Zax looks over at you and he's like, "Hey, welcome back, Oren."
Hello again, friend. I'm here with my friend Grim to pick up that breastplate that we were working on.
Yeah, it's a nice breastplate. That's some good help from your friend here.
Well, I hope it didn't break it.
Nah, it's actually pretty good with a hammer. And not too bad with the intricate works either.
I
While
think
I
I
was
heard.
here, I was hoping I could actually do some work again.
Yeah, feel free, friend. Anyways, here's your breastplate.
Oh, thank you. And I think Grim still owes you half of it, yes?
I think that's the way we did it, but it's been so long I don't remember, so.
I think I owe you another, 500? I will just give you it in platinum. There's too many pieces of metal to count. Here.
Wow.
Here, you'll take my 50 platinum. Oh, also, Grim wanted to know, can you make armor for little Ernie?
Little Ernie?
Ernie points to pig. Ernie needs armor.
I can make some for a little fucker, but
It's fine. Grim will get
aware
it in.
big, right?
Yeah, Grim will get it for Mr. Ernie, and then I will get it enchanted.
Big iron?
Is that the type of iron? I don't know. Grim does not
Yeah.
work with metals.
Yeah, well, it's a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
what do you want? I mean, like, I can just measure your pig and I can put a couple sheets of metal on them, or you want it, like, fitted, or what's up?
I want it to fit Ernie. Ernie needs to be protected.
Yeah, well, what kind of armor? You want leather armor? You want some iron armor? You want mithril? I don't fucking know what you want. It's a damn pig.
Well, Ernie
This
needs
isn't
to be.
a common request, friend.
Ernie is going to grow up to be a very big pig, so he needs to have strong armor. So, how about you make Ernie just able to think he will have metal armor, I think. You have any light metal that won't weigh him down too much? He is a little pig right now.
I mean, I could do it with mithril. That's the lightest metal it come.
Yes, how much would it cost to make Ernie mithril armor?
We wanted to do something expandable with the straps, probably oversized for now.
No, that's okay. If I get it, I will find an enchanter who will help it to grow with Ernie.
I mean, if you're planning on doing that, that's fine. Well, let's see. It's not my usual thing. Might take a little while. I'd say about 1,500 gold for that.
500 gold. You hear that, Ernie? Ernie, do you even want armor? Don't know what that means, Ernie.
Grim, maybe
I
you
will-
just get him some leather armor to try it out first.
Yes, that is a good idea. Why don't we try leather for now? And then if Ernie likes it, we will get him good armor later.
Sure. I'd probably put him a couple scraps together and get him something nice and filling it up for about 100 gold.
Fine, here, it will have your gold.
Alright. Take me a while to get it all set up. It's a bit different than what I'm used to. I'm gonna have to get it. Let me measure your pig first, I guess.
All right, Ernie, stand still. Don't give the man trouble.
Damn.
You just put the clothespin behind the neck, right? And they stand still.
Mm.
Oh, that's a cat thing.
Yeah, so he just gets them in. Yeah, he spends the morning measuring your pig, and 100 gold later, he says, "All right, I'll have it ready by tomorrow. Shouldn't take me too long."
You hear that, Ernie? You will be battle ready soon.
I'll get him some trial armor.
All right. So, Ernie's getting leather armor. We won't ask what animal the leather came from.
Not a pig.
Who knows?
Dragon hide. No.
I'm pretty sure dragon hide armor would be more expensive.
So, Oren's just going to craft 5 platinum rings.
5 platinum rings. 5 platinum
And a
rings.
secret 6th ring.
I would say each platinum ring is going to take you 2 platinum points to make.
And I'm going to do a little bit of a... So it's just a normal, like a... I don't know what's it called, just like a base ring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on one end, there's going to be like a little shield symbol.
Okay.
Or the form of a little shield.
Sure. Make me a smithing
And
check for that.
once they're done, I'm going to engrave stuff in the shield on each one.
Okay.
Smith
So
tools.
one's with the smithing tools.
Boop.
Do it for H1.
20 total.
That's a success. Perfectly well done.
Doing this 5 times then, or?
Yeah, do it 5 times.
That's a 10.
That one's a little bit lopsided, but you know, for the most part, you got it.
18.
Perfect.
Is it bad that I'm waiting for one to just be like a 2 and just be a blob?
Nat 20 for 27.
That one is beyond perfect. It is so much more intricate than what you even intended. You just kind of get carried away as you're doing it. So you're gonna automatically succeed on your engraving too on that one.
And a 24 for the last one.
Same thing. All right, so one of them's a bit wompy. It's just like you sort of twisted the metal while you were doing the band, so it came out just like a little bit like thinner in one section. You just couldn't really get the metal to work itself back out.
Okay. And once that's done, I'm going to the magic shop again to pick up my other thing.
Sure.
Guess I'll go with him.
Okay, you arrive at the magic shop, which I believe you got these enchanted at Red Wolf.
Yes.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, Red Wolf Warehouse. As you pop your way in, you see the little Tanuki girl named Pup is there, and she's like, "Hi, welcome back. Oh, you're here for your thingies.
I am, yes.
Cool. I've got them all packaged up for you."
Also have another job for you.
Oh. Hey, Wolf. Yeah. We have more work. Oh, interesting. What do we have here? Comes out this. What was he again? I think he's a.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
No.
Knoll. He's a knoll. It's like
Yes.
adjusting his glasses.
I have these 5 rings I would like you to enchant so that the wearers can communicate with each other telepathically.
Oh, that's a bit. I've seen something like this done before. I think I can make it work. Could take some time. It's a bit more complex. All 5 of them together.
Yes, that would be lovely.
A bit pricey, mind.
I don't doubt it.
Give me an hour to check the enchantments and the viability of the rings, and I'll let you know what a total price would be.
Okay.
So, she waits. Does anybody else want to do anything while that's happening?
You don't have any way of helping me to make sure that Ernie becomes a big pig, do you? I want Ernie to be a very strong big pig who's battle ready. Is that a no?
You're talking. He's in the back trying to figure out this enchanted thing. So the Tanuki's just like, there's enlargement spells. You talking about like a kind of feed that could grow him? Because we don't do that kind of thing. If you're looking for that, you're gonna want to check out some of the other shops. Maybe an alchemist.
Oh, that's a good. You know what? That's a good point. I will ask them. Thank you.
Yeah. Anytime.
Yeah, Grim just wants to. You see, Ernie, he's very little. He's a good pig, but he's not very big. But, I need Ernie to be able to protect himself, and not die if we run into big monsters.
Is there an alchemist nearby or in Twilight District anyway?
Yeah. The corrupted kettle. It's run by Greshna. It's not too far from here.
Greshna? Oh, okay. Greshna. Okay.
All right. Well, Grim, we can go there. I got an hour to kill. Tell you got to come back here.
Alright, well, let's go see Greshna.
All right.
Multipass. Take me to. Wait, what was it? Corrupted Cauldron.
Kettle.
Corrupted Kettle.
Yeah.
See as it pops up, taking you to the corrupted kettle. And you get like a little compass that's taking you there. So as you begin making your way to the corrupted kettle, it's going to be about 30 minutes. Anybody want to do anything during those 30 minutes?
I think Seti has just been very, very slowly eating her meal. Just so slowly. And then she just kind of puts her head down on the bar and just tells Strigg her entire life story. She's just kind of blabbering.
Strigg's in love with this. She's just like, wow. Can I get some service? Shut up!
Like Bropsy is with you still, right?
I don't know. What is Bropsy doing?
Bropsy's napping.
Oh, Bropsy's napping.
Still in her nest.
Like, if it's been long enough, Mitnir will go back to the bar, to the boarding house. But I don't know how long. I wasn't keeping track of your
It's only been
time.
about an hour and 10 minutes at this point.
Okay, yeah, no, he's still working out.
Yeah. All right.
It's probably been like 2 hours because I had to make those rings.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's definitely took some more time for making the rings. Yeah, so it's been about 2 hours. We'll say that. Yeah, so you make your way over to you guys make your way over to the Corrupted Kettle, which this building looks like it belongs in a place called Twilight Town. It is the skinny, tall, like sort of old, spooky mansion-looking building with stained glass windows. One of which looks like it is a potion bottle being held by skeletal hands reaching up and grabbing them. And then in the other one, in this other window, and these are almost like black in hue, but the glass itself, but you can still see like the starkness of the designs against the silver metalwork that separates the pieces of glass. On the other side, it looks like a cauldron that has a small child reaching out as he's being cooked inside of it. It's sort of spooky and a little weird. But On the top of the thing, it says in Elven, the corrupted kettle.
Well, yeah, I guess we're here. I'm just imagining like Jack Skellington's house right now, but with like themed.
I mean, yeah,
class.
it could be something like that. Yeah, a little bit like that. As you enter, you find yourself in a very narrow. It kind of looks like Ollivander's wand shop or something that belongs in Diagon Alley. That's how skinny it is. And you see just like tight shelves that are just like stacked with these little bottles and alchemist kits and regents and all kinds of shit. And then there is a sort of risen section in the back that goes up to a counter, and you see what looks like a very, very old hag-like woman. Actually, no, not hag-like woman. She is, in fact, a hag sitting behind it, hunched over with the crazy, witchy-looking nose, like almost greenish-like skin. As you enter, she says, "Welcome. How can I help you?"
Hello. Grim has, you'll see Ernie here, he's a little pig. Grim wants Ernie to grow up to be a very, very large, strong pig. And I was told maybe you might have something that could help with this.
I don't know. It could be difficult for a task like this. I assume you want some permanence. I have
Yes.
potions of enlargement, of course.
Yeah,
But
no,
to
that
actually
one.
grow a creature, what a strange experiment.
Right, no, yes, Grim wants him to just, like a very large, like if Grim could ride him eventually, it would not be the worst thing.
Well, this could be a very difficult procedure. Now it's beyond the norm. Oh, come closer, dear. Come closer. We must discuss this.
Yes, sorry, Ernie is crying. Ernie is a very sad pig right now. But do go on.
Let me see. Still young, still growing naturally. We can use that to our advantage.
Yes, Grim has found that in nature, things that are younger are the most receptive to change.
Absolutely. Absolutely, our old friend. Well, I've never done anything exactly like this before, but I have done some enlarging enchantments over my time. But to grow him naturally, permanently, will require a few intricacies, a few rare regions.
Right. Grim is actually Grim tries to learn the alchemy, but he does not know very much. So this could be good practice for Grim too.
Well, if you like, I could teach you alchemy. Again, it could take
That
time.
would be good. Grim mostly only knows about mushrooms.
Well, mushrooms are part of what you learn. But there is much more to it than that, of course. But should you like, we could do that if you wish. I could teach you to truly master potions. To master alchemy could take years. But I think 6 months
Oh,
should
Grim
get
is
you
fast
eventually.
learner.
Do you guys want to say hi to Ryan?
Wait, who's saying hi to Rune? Hold on, I have to say hi to people. You keep talking.
I think 6 months should do at getting you prepared. Do you want to commit? Lessons start at 100 gold per month.
Bad.
So, let me continue looking at this pig. Ah, yes. What do we do? What kind of experiments?
I tried to calm Ernie down, but it's okay, Ernie. Don't worry, it's okay. I'll do animal handling. Don't be scared, little. It's a 10. Yeah, well. No, you know what? No, that's not charisma based. Never mind.
He's pretty scared of this bitch. She's
It's
looking at
okay,
him like-
Ernie.
She's looking
She
at
will
him
not-
like she's like he's bacon.
She will not hurt you. You should be more worried about the people we stay with who cook pig.
Well, to begin with, it's up to you. Like I said, $100, 100 gold per month to start would be nice. It'll take about 6 months for you to learn.
Oh, is this so? But then, what about growing the pig too?
Oh, growing the pig, that's its own thing altogether. It'll take me some time, maybe give me a few days to do some experimentation, see if I can find the proper regions. And,
Okay, and in the meantime, you can teach Grim, and then maybe Grim will learn to help grow Ernie on his own as well.
Well, it would take a master of my caliber to grow a pig. Take years to learn that sort of trade.
Okay, no, that's fine. Grim will learn it in a couple of months. It'll be okay. But in the meantime, Grim will pay you to teach him. Grim is not as stupid as he looks. I know people look at Furbolg and they think, well, Furbolg is not very smart.
I would never dare to think that. Only someone of true intelligence would want to grow a pig to an extreme size to ride it around town.
Right? I thought this is what Grim thinks.
Well, very well.
He's a good boy. Right, Ernie? You're a good boy?
I will get working on the proper catalyst and research. In the meantime, you want to pay up front for your first month of alchemy lessons?
Yes, this is fine. It's just little pieces of metal. Grim
Of
does
course
not care.
it is. Of course, it's nothing. Nothing. It's not a part of nature. It's nothing.
Exactly, right? Well, it comes from
Wonderful.
rocks.
Wonderful.
Here's-
Well,
here's your phone.
lessons will start tomorrow. Give me some time to investigate, and then come back here tomorrow around, let's say noontime. Do about an hour a day, and we'll get you situated in learning. And of course, there might be some textbooks and alchemical supplies you'll need to buy, part of your course load.
Right. No, this is good. Grim can read. Don't worry.
Good. Oh, what a fun time. I'm looking forward to teaching you.
And I am looking forward to Ernie being a big pig.
Oh, yes, the biggest, mightiest swine.
You hear that, Ernie? You are going to be a big boy, and this nice lady is going to help you.
Gonna make a battle pig.
All right.
Giant battle.
Meanwhile, what are you doing there, Oren? You just saw this creepy hag.
I'm just enjoying the show right now. And then we'll be heading back to the other place.
Okay, so you head
I
back.
was the one making sure Ernie didn't run away.
Red Wolf Warehouse. We'll be heading back there after we're done.
All right, so you guys will head back there. Meanwhile, Seti's telling her entire life story to Strigg, who is loving it. And I assume there's like a little bit of music involved at some point as she gets less hungover.
No,
And there's like a small crowd.
no music. She just lays her head on the bar and she's just rambling and just and then I just left. I didn't say goodbye to anybody. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess I thought I would be back, or it wouldn't be so hard to. I don't know, but
Well, I have to say, your experience is far different from a normal person's experience. I mean, normally when you go off on a little journey, you don't just get like swept into such an ordeal.
I wondered because this is my first experience of the world at large, life outside my village, and it has been awful. And I wondered, how often does stuff like this happen to people just trying to go about their...
You met some good friends. You ended up here at the greatest bar in the world.
I did. I made some good friends. It hasn't all been bad. I've learned a lot, and I've had some good times, like last night. And you are lovely, Strigg.
No tobacco on the bar.
But
I can totally picture that.
I've almost died like 4 times, and I was taken prisoner by frogs. It's a crazy world.
It is a crazy world. That is all. That's a whole lot. It's extreme.
And sometimes I
It's
still
also
think,
really cool.
sometimes
really
I
cool.
still think about Crabja. I just left without saying goodbye, and he didn't really mean that much to me.
Yeah,
but
I've
I
never
feel
heard
bad.
anybody describe a frog as hot before.
He had
Really threw me.
such muscles, though. Such muscles. And after everybody was changed, I mean, he didn't look so much like a frog anymore. It was weird.
Yeah.
It feels like a fever dream, you know, when you're really sick and you're hallucinating things. That's what it feels like. I don't know if any of that really happened.
Well, you should know. But listen, it's a secret. This is all an illusion too. Ooh.
I like poker. No, you're real.
Yeah.
I know illusions a bit. Oh.
So you check, you poke them.
Okay, so you guys can just stay at the bar the whole day. All right. By the time they get back in to Red Wolf, I'd say, you're getting close to done with your workout, Minir. But you arrive back at Red Wolf, and he's like, "Ah, yes, you've returned. Well, most of these are very well crafted. A few of them, 2 of them, are very well crafted, and I think very susceptible to enchantments. The use of platinum was a smart choice. Very, very good at accepting. Mithril would have been better, but beggars can't be choosers. Definitely
worked with what I had.
Yes. Well, the enchantment stacks, to continue the communication across both of them together, I give you a small discount of the ones that would be easier to enchant, because honestly, they're so finely well made. They are perfect conduits for magic. So looking at the full list here, it would be, for all of them, 5 rings together would be 4,800 gold.
Okay.
That's giving you a 200 gold discount on each of the perfect rings, and a 200 gold deficit here on this ring, because it'd be a bit difficult to get this one working properly.
So can I pay half now?
Yes, of course. It will take me a few weeks to get this done. It is a very complicated procedure.
Quite all right. I will need a little time to get the rest of the money.
Perfect. Yes, so 2,400 gold up front would do nicely.
Okay.
Very well. I'll get started on these, and assuming you drop by sometime soon. Otherwise, I can have Pup here send you a message and let you know when we're getting close to completion. But
yes. Message would be perfect.
If there's any complications, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll let you know in a few weeks where we're at.
And if that one ring has too much difficulty, I can always attempt to remake it.
I think it'll be fine. There's just the conductivity of magic within this small little imperfection here might cause a little bit of strain. But I think the enchantment will work just fine. No worries there. But once I begin the process, I'm enchanting all 5 rings at once, so that they are continued into the same. So if you would like to replace this ring, you would want to do it now as opposed to later.
Well, if it's going to cause difficulties, then...
Well, I don't suppose much. It's just the extra cost. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
It's like the bad radio. Hello?
Well, we'll get started. And I'm actually quite excited. I've never done one of these before. Very intriguing. Guaranteed the work will be done, though.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much. And also thanks again for the other job that you did for me.
Oh, yes, of course. They're quite fine instruments. Simple enchantment, but a beautiful result.
You know, if you... what was the smith's name again? I keep forgetting.
The smith?
Yeah.
What's his name? I know it's Soiljaw. Jax, or something like that.
Jax Soiljaw?
Maybe it's Zax Soilmaw. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Zax Soilmaw. I have
Wow,
too many.
not even getting your own character's name right.
I have like 300 NPCs now.
You know, I'm pretty sure if you and Zax over at the Steel River Ironworks came together on a little side business, you could produce and enchant and sell these to a lot of the delving companies.
Well, yes, I mean, it's something we could look into. I mean, I do end up enchanting a lot of his wares anyways. They're good products.
I taught him how to make these, so
Oh. Well, that's intriguing. That could be very useful. Huh. Food
just
for
an
thought.
idea. Just an idea.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
Well then, I better get to work. All right, Pup. Come on. We've got some enchanting to do. All right, Wolf. Bye.
And his name was what? Wolf? What?
Red Wolf. He is Red Wolf.
Red
That
Wolf?
is his name.
I'm just writing the name down. Okay, we'll head back to the Boar's Head. Let's go.
Okay.
Boar's Head. Boarding
Not
house.
Boar's Head.
And back
Hidden
we
boar.
go.
Hidden Boar.
Hidden Boar.
The Boar's Head Lunch Meat Tavern.
Okay. So after several hours, you finish first, Mitnir, with your exercises, and you can make your way back into the bar, do whatever you want to do with the rest of your day. At this point, I'd say it's about, I assume you probably started at like 7, 8 a.m. or something like that. So I'd say it's about noon for you right now. Finishing your morning exercises.
Sits down.
11 or
Is
noon.
he still at the bar? Sits down. Like, is there still food on your plate?
No, I think by now she's probably finished it.
It's been 4 hours or so.
Hey, you never know.
You do feel quite a bit better.
So, you ready for round 2?
Oh, hey. She'll just like sit up and kind of rub her eyes. Round 2 of.
Drinks.
Oh God, no.
Are Grim and I back at this time?
He's first. You guys can mosey in like 10 minutes later.
I mean, that's fair. You had a lot last night.
Yeah, I'm going to need a long break to forget how bad this was. And
Can you remember how bad it was?
this morning, I remember this morning. This morning was bad. I don't know how. Did I get sick everywhere? Did I make a fool of myself? I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think so. I mean, you had fun. I mean, I
Okay.
wasn't following you around all night, but I don't think you did anything bad.
Okay. You wouldn't lie to me about that.
Of course not.
Insight check.
It's a lie.
14.
Are you telling the truth? Or...
Yeah, he's telling the truth. As far as he knows, you didn't do anything.
All right.
No, he's lying. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, shit, it's probably lunchtime already, huh?
What'd
You
say?
went very robot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lunchtime, isn't it? And I'm like looking around the bar and like.
Yeah.
I finished morning set, so isn't there? Are we supposed to talk to Lady Hyacinth in the next few days? Aren't we supposed to do that?
I have completely forgotten how all of that was supposed to work.
It was only like yesterday or something that you guys talked about this. But basically she says like if you want to like you guys were Hyacinth. You just said if you want to get in with her or if you wanted to do anything else, she's recommended you to the Twilight Reserve.
Right.
And that's your path to do more business with Lady Hyacinth, should you wish.
Yeah, well, so I asked about that Twilight Reserve and didn't really learn a whole lot. So I think we just have to go visit them and see if it might be a good fit for us. And if that's what we want to do, Then, yeah, that would be a way to get into her good graces, I suppose.
I don't know how these guilds work, but should we all go? Do you think, or should like some of us go and maybe some of us go visit another one?
I imagine that guild work is going to be something that involves all of us, so we should probably all go together. For the actual audience with Lady Hyacinth, I'm not sure. I don't know, but we'll have to get one first, so I won't worry about that just yet.
Because
And then enter Orin and Grim
And Ernie.
and Ernie.
We're back.
Are you wearing your new armor?
Yes, Grim will put it. He has put it on. At least on my sheet, I equipped it. I don't like. It will grow on me. It's too clean.
It looks
I think you'll.
great.
Don't you mean you'll grow on it then?
Well, no, I am pretty sure I am finished growing.
I think he was trying to make a mushroom joke.
He'll work it in good.
Yes.
You guys were gone a while. You have a good shopping trip?
We made a friend.
Pretty successful.
Grim is going to start school.
Oh?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna start training in alchemy.
Grim already knows
Oh.
how to do some things. Grim has tools for this. He needs practice a little. But, with the help from a person who really knows, it'd probably be better. Grim has only played around with things he's found in the woods.
That's really cool. This is a big city. I'm sure there's all kinds of things to learn here for people who want to study. That's good.
The question is, how many things are there for Grim to find to, try to make potions and things with? But we'll see. It's a big tree city, so probably there's more plants than a normal city.
Well, and
Grim does not like normal cities.
there's shops all over the place. We're in the middle of a magical swamp. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff to be found. I'm sure your teacher will tell you where to get stuff. Locally.
Yes, what is her name?
Krishna.
Krishna?
Greshna, yeah.
I think it's Krishna. Yeah, Krishna.
Krishna. But anyway, I start tomorrow at noon.
Is Dropsy still up in the room?
I guess so. I haven't seen her.
Yep.
Well, let's all go up there and I'll give you all your gifts.
Oh,
exciting.
Here comes Orin class. Here comes Orin class.
All right.
But it's not my birthday.
They're not birthday.
I think he made this around Christmas time, so
I might have. It's been a while.
it's been a while.
So we'll head upstairs to the room.
Okay, so you guys go up to the
Okay.
room.
What kind of present is he giving us in a bedroom?
Costumes.
All right. Well, your gifts are ready. And let's see. First up, we have Seti's gift. And I'll pull out. It's a gold circlet. On the crest at the front, you see the shape of, or the design of a drum with an amethyst gem set in the center of it. And there's arcane runic design pattern along the whole outside of it.
It's my drum.
And
it's so
when
pretty.
you touch the gem, it lights up a bright purple light. And you can turn it on and off by touching it.
She puts it on and then just goes boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop.
Bright purple gem. And the light beam is more focused because it's inset into the circlet.
Yep, it's like having one of those little flashlight helmets. Only you get a purple light.
Oren, that's
I-
really cool. Thank you.
I thought she was gonna turn into like Sailor or something. This is like
I
do
created
like
these items on D&D
Clothes come
Beyond.
off and then reform onto her.
So you can add to your inventory the Arcane Bardic Circlet.
Dope. There it is.
And next up, we have Mitten Ears. And I'll pull out another circlet. This one has a dragon tooth at the center with a sapphire gem in the middle and lightning bolt designs around the whole outside. And when you touch yours, it lights up blue.
He's just like, got it.
And you can add to your inventory Storm Dragon Circlet. Also, you'll notice engraved on the inside is Oren's name in Celestial, and on Seti's it says 1 of 5, and on Miniers it says 2 of 5.
You're starting your own masterpiece line?
Yep, there's a set of 5.
how do you find the items on D&D Beyond, the custom items?
You just go to manage equipment.
You have to
and
have
then-
homebrew enabled,
Yes.
and then you
In-
just
Oh, I
search
might
them.
not. I might not have homebrew enabled.
Yeah, it's on the
Yeah,
first
just
page of
go to
character
your
creation.
builder and you can fix that.
And then next up we have Grims. So I'll pull Grims out. For you, we have a mushroom design with an emerald gem in the center. And
It's a mushroom.
around the outside is all leaf designs. And yours will light up green when you touch it. And yours is called Nature's Embrace Circlet.
Thank you for my mushroom.
You're quite welcome.
How do I add this?
And then we have Bropsies. I pull Bropsies out. And Bropsies has a heart centered on them with a ruby gem encrusted in the middle and a feather designs along the outside.
Oh, Oren, it's lovely.
And yours is called Maiden's Flight Circlet.
Oh, I'm gonna pinch your cheek.
So, and then the fifth one is for myself. And I just have a sun emblem with radiant beams going around the outside and a topaz gem in the center.
This is really cool. This is so lovely. Oren, they're so nice. Thank you.
And the room has turned into a rave.
Yeah, we're all like.
Everybody's spinning their circlets around in circles.
So many circlet lights.
Or he's like,
Next time you'll have to make glow sticks.
Oh, Ernie wanted one. Ernie, do you want to boop mine? You just boop it.
Well, Ernie will chew it. Don't give it out to Ernie.
I give him
Well,
a
you know,
little back
Figure we
scratch.
might be doing some delving at some point, and not everyone can see in the dark, so having a usable light source I thought would be very handy.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And you did not make any. Wait, what color is yours?
Mine's yellow.
Yours is yellow. Okay. Careful with that one. Some people do not like yellow.
Bropsy's is red, yours is green. Everyone has a theme.
It's perfect.
And I think a couple of them were a little more powerful than the others. And
yeah, a
it'll-
couple of them had
It will
higher rolls.
explain the use on the items themselves. Like how far the light goes and whatnot.
Oh,
Everything the light touches.
But if I spin it around really fast, the light touches everything.
you get dizzy though. Got to be careful about that.
Turn the light on and spin it around your finger.
Actually, you rolled really well on them. I think the only one that's not as bright is.
I think it was Grimm's.
Yeah, I think it's Grimm's.
Yeah, 20 feet is more light Or 40 feet, I guess, for dim light. It's more than I would have without it, so.
Still heard it.
Well, it wasn't as bad, was it? I would have destroyed you. I sneeze so loud, guys.
Yeah, I think that's
Obviously.
like a Maori
We could
thing.
tell.
We all sneeze loud and blow our nose really loud.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
blow
there.
my nose.
That was my big project. I wanted to keep secret,
Hold
so
it
it'd be
in.
a good surprise for everyone.
Fancy.
I'm very surprised. I don't know what to say.
You're all Power Rangers now. That's what you should say.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the dark and then seeing 5 bright lights just coming towards you, and some of them are different heights and stuff. I mean, you'd be so confused.
Be pretty ominous.
I mean, we'd probably try to kill it.
Maybe.
I mean, we're powerful. Others might run.
If I saw 5 bright lights in different colors coming toward me, spread out over a distance, I might think it was some big beast with like 5 different colored eyes or some shit, and I might run and hide. Yeah.
We killed the half-dead basilisk. What was the lizard called?
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Yes.
We've killed some tough stuff. Yes. Maybe yes, we all deserve a pat on the back and everything, but we've also almost died a lot.
No, it's fine.
I don't remember those.
I think Grim fell asleep one time. It's not a big deal.
Oh, and I guess I can let you all know I have another project in the works. I'm getting some rings enchanted that will hopefully allow us to communicate with each other telepathically. Not over great distance, but
Wow.
So that we don't have to tell people our plans when we're
So you
fighting
mean
them.
it's kind of like when SETI talked inside my head?
yeah, it'll be like that.
That's cool. That's big, really, actually. I mean, the
It's
message
a bit
spell
pricey,
is-
so I got to make a little more money to finish that one off. But we have a
I
couple
mean,
of weeks.
this is all very nice. I mean, I can chip in a little bit.
It's fine. I don't really have any need for money, so I put it into my work.
I mean, I don't really have a need for money either. It's just we have to stay here and eat food, and you never know when we're going to get paid again. And
I mean, you guys all, well, most of you, wear armor and
Maybe just looks down at his chest like,
or need weapons of great
that's
quality.
true.
I don't need either of those things, so
All right. Well, fair enough.
I spend my money on my work and make useful items for everyone.
That's really nice.
thank you.
It turns out Oren was playing support.
That's the least I could do. You've all become my friends, I like to say. And I like to take care of my friends.
Then he just looks like on the verge of tears all of a sudden.
Perhaps
just like,
is pinching your cheek again.
Oh god. They're so rosy red.
But on your note
She's
of
got tiny, gentle hands. It's fine.
spending money and when we're gonna get paid again, we probably should look for something.
well, yeah,
Yes.
we were just talking about checking out the Twilight Reserve, and maybe we should all do that today and go see what kind of work they do and what might be on offer. If everybody's interested.
That's fine.
I'm a little curious if we have to be part of a guild to delve, or if we could just go as a group.
Well, guilds probably offer some more support, more resources.
They would also take a portion of what you find, I would think, though.
Well, maybe, but
I feel like at the minimum they have a map of where they've been.
with the Twilight Reserve, it's more about getting in good with Lady Hyacinth's faction, and maybe she kind of
Ah, yes, gaining reputation.
Yeah.
Well, she might know something about the goat.
That's a bit of a theme in this city.
Right. We need to find out more about the goat monster, and she's just because we already know her a little bit and have this connection, whatever it is, that maybe she would be more inclined to help than some random person, and maybe I don't want to say more trustworthy, but it's the only lead I've got. But yeah, the more reputation we can get and the more allies we can make, then maybe the more help we can get in this whatever's going on. Or whatever we want to do next.
I'm fine if we head over to Twilight Reserve, see what. At least have a conversation, see what's what.
Yeah, as well. So long as Vernie's allowed to come, Grim does not mind.
I don't see why not, I guess.
He's been allowed everywhere else, so it should be fine.
Are they really
Everyone's
gonna
just too polite to say no.
tell us no? Look at us.
Yeah, we have shiny bright lights.
That's right, we'll shine lights in their eyes if they tell us no. The pig
Circles are
is
pretty flashy. I mean, they're made out of pure gold with a gem in the center.
We are now royal.
How big, like, are these?
Well, I
things?
measured your heads, so they
Oh,
fit
right.
you exactly.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot you measured our heads too.
So ours are large.
And by the nature of magical items in general, they automatically fit themselves to your head.
Since they've been enchanted, yeah.
Well,
I was thinking about just like sliding it on my arm instead of on my head.
like a circle it around your bicep.
Yeah.
You
Nope,
could- it
gotta wear it
should-
as a thing.
Wouldn't it magically form to whatever you put it on?
No, I think because it's. I mean, maybe. I don't know the rules. For
I don't know,
magical
like,
items, but I know, like,
if you try to
try to
put
put a
a-
random head, it just turn to a circlet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like you can't put your hand inside a magical boot and have it resized to
have it
fit your
become a
hand,
glove.
probably.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
It's
it wouldn't
like-
be a glove; it'd be a mitten.
My point is I think if it's designed to be, it designs itself to the proper part of your body. If you
That's
try to wear it, I don't think you can wear something that's designed to be one thing as something else.
I don't need extra light walking around town. Was the only reason.
It's fine.
You can
just
just hold it
put it in
wherever
your
you want.
bag.
Yeah, no, I'll probably just set
You
it.
don't have to. You don't have to wear it all the time. Just like we're the crown group. We're the
Ah,
circlet.
it looks so
crown.
nice.
Don't feel like you need to wear it all the time. Just bring it out when you need it. I'm not going to be wearing mine all the time.
You do look pretty flashy. Good for when you want to make an impression.
Yeah, if we ever go to like some fancy dress ball, we can all sport our fancy circlets and light up the room.
I can turn my armor into a red gown.
You totally can.
I already have a purple one. It's
I don't wear red. I can never cosplay Propsy again. I look like a tomato.
But if we ever do have to go to something fancy dress, I think I'd have to buy actual pants.
Yes, maybe we should do that one of these days. We should get you actual pants.
I mean, and a proper top as well.
Blasphemy.
A suit. A nice suit.
Sleeves are bullshit. No, shirts are bullshit.
But I don't see that. I think we should head
maybe
to
a,
Twilight.
maybe a vest, okay? We'll bring you into it slowly.
I think you would be surprised, Mittner. You put on a suit, a good suit, a tailored suit. You might be surprised. You might find you like it.
I mean, it's not for fighting in; it's just for wearing to a fancy thing.
Yes,
But you
for
have to always be ready for the fight.
Yeah, you could wear it under the suit, right?
He
I
doesn't-
Well,
mean-
you don't wear armor anyway, so why does it matter?
Yeah.
Yes, you can wear your skin under your suit.
yeah.
Wear your skin under your suit. It's fine.
The thing about a good suit is it disarms people. They're not expecting you to be ready for the fight when you look that good. Huh? So you catch them off guard.
That's kind of my thing.
You might have a point.
The logic is flawless.
Now Mitnir's like that deep in thought, like, would that work? Is that how that works? It sounds like that's how that works.
I mean, look, if I went into a dangerous situation wearing that dress I put on the other day, people would think I don't know my shit, huh? They would not be expecting to get stabbed through the heart.
Literally and figuratively?
Yes. Yes, exactly. You do both at the same time. It has an effect.
I will think about it. But yeah, if we want to go talk to Lehigh, we have plenty of day left.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you guys head outside, and Grim takes out his multipass, and
Let the best take us to Twilight Reserve.
he begins following the compass light. And you guys find yourselves at a relatively impressive building. It's more understated than some of the other places that you've been, but it's back towards the main gate itself that led in, and you can see even the far gate that leads into the Lunaris district proper. And this building is sort of just to the left side of that gate. Looking at it, it looks like it's probably about 5 stories tall, so pretty big for buildings in this era, first of all. But not like gloomy or like fancy in any way. It's just a building. Upon stepping inside, you find yourself looking at a lobby. My brain wasn't working. In the center of which is there's like a small sort of like purple light in the ceiling that's moving slowly with little stars and stuff twinkling around it, and a small garden of flowers in the middle with benches along each side. You see a couple people sitting there. There are different alcoves going into what look like they may be offices on each side. There's a reception desk behind which there is like a barred slat with like what almost looks like a teller at a bank in the far wall. There's also stairs that seem to lead up into the higher sections of the building, and that's what you guys can see. But actually, at the teller, you see Caliendo Esperanza.
Cal! Hey!
Oh, hello there.
That guy's
It's been
still
some time.
alive.
It's a few days. How are you?
Oh, you're doing very well yourself, Blue Man. I see you have a pig now. Somebody to roll around in the mud with.
That was the plan, yes.
Oh,
He already rolled around in the mud to get it.
The hidden boar has been very good to us. Thank you.
Oh, good. Good. Yes. Hicks is a very nice fellow.
Yes, and Strig is lovely. We've made
Oh, I
some
heard there was
friends.
a very nice performance there the other night. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Oh, we did immensely. We made quite a bit of money.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was us.
The blue,
you're the Blue Man group.
yeah, Mitnir is the blue man.
Mitnir. I thought it was Grim. I call him Blue Man all the time.
Yeah, it was
We're all blue.
kind of an
it's fine.
impromptu thing.
Well, you're widely known. People called it weird but entertaining.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's very good, Mitnir. That's my brand. Yep.
Well, so I suppose you're all here for the Twilight Reserve then.
Yeah, I
Here
mean,
to talk about, maybe join.
yeah, I mean, we're not quite clear what exactly it is the reserve does, but we're
Same thing all the people around here do, mainly, but we do it under the direct discretion of the Lunaris district.
I see.
Granted, there are more higher echelon things that they do once you're actually part of the district proper, but here, this is sort of your stepping stone. Anybody who wants to get in, who isn't already in, this is where you want to make your allegiances. Well, if you aren't subject to them in any way, shape, or form. Granted, you can go in as, like, I don't know, a merchant. I'm sure you can make enough money to buy your way in. Business dealings, this sort of such. But for adventurers,
this is your passport into the Nurse District. So, should you wish to work with Lady Hyacinth in the future, this is your starting ground.
Well, I'm
Now, I belong myself to multiple guilds. There's no limitation to that, except for, well,
rival
you're
guilds,
not about
maybe
to...
not so much.
Right. So, whereas perhaps you wouldn't want to be part of the Twilight Reserve, and then also part of the... My brain isn't working. Give me 1 second. The Summer Soldiers, probably not be members of both of those. Huh?
I see. That makes sense.
Are they a rival delving company, or?
Oh, well, they belong to the Solaris district. They are opposing factions.
Sun and moon don't get along so much.
Not in this town.
I see how it is.
That said,
Why would they not get along? They're up
Yeah.
different times.
see a purple-skinned tiefling sitting behind the teller thing, you know, because who she was talking to Cal when he turned around to see you guys. Sorry, I cut you off there. Graham, what'd you say?
Oh, Grim was just they're up at different times. Why would it matter? They should not get along.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even see each other.
Yeah. So you see there is a purple skinned tiefling behind. She has very outflowing horns, and she's got 2 sets of them, just sort of outflowing horns. She's very thin, but very intriguing looking. Different. Oh, these are... You guys don't have a group name, do you? It's very difficult to introduce all of you. This is Orin, Mitnia, Grim, Setimera, and I call her Bird, but Propsy.
Nice to meet you.
And,
Sorry.
and Ernie.
And
Did he just call me Bird?
He says I call her Bird, but her name is Propsy.
Audible blink.
Click.
Says, oh, well, nice to meet you all then. My name
sorry
is
to
Daisy.
interrupt. You've been with the reserve long?
I'm something of a receptionist for Wolfsbane. He is the leader of this guild. Well, as far as not being a member of the Nars district, he is the representative here. He is the guild master. And anyone who wishes to join must speak to him in kind.
I see. Well, I don't want to speak for all of my companions, but I am interested.
You were this guild was recommended.
Yes, these are, I would say, personal guests of Lady Hyacinth. Oh, are these the ones with the... Yes. Intriguing. She looks to Seti's hip and sees the... Assume the rapier's on your hip.
Yeah.
She's like, right then. So, I suppose you want to speak to Wolfsbane. Yes, I'll take them up. Very well. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be working together soon. I'll get you information should things go well in your conversation.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you guys leave, and Cal's like, so, up we go. And he starts leading you upstairs. You make it to just the second level, the second deck, which you can even see that there's like this sort of like open, and then like it closes off after the second floor, but you go up to the second floor, and then you go pretty much dead ahead into like an office that sits on the second floor. Behind the desk, there is a very dark-eyed, pale-skinned individual with sort of long, flowing hair that is purple in color. Where is he at? Sitting behind the desk. He's very refined looking. And just by looking at his eyes, which are pitch black, with just like the tiniest little embers of purple in them. So he's sitting behind the desk. Hello, Calendar. And these are your friends you mentioned before. Friend is a rough term. Thank you. You may leave. The rest of you, enter.
Do.
Yeah, walk forward.
Yes. Welcome. My name is Wolfsbane, leader of the Twilight Reserve,
Please
At
to make
least.
your acquaintance.
in the Face District. Nice to meet you as well. Seti Mera, I presume.
Yes. That would be me.
Beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Looking almost exactly like his own.
Well, you want to join the Twilight Reserve. Our Dark Lady would be pleased to hear this.
Well, it came highly recommended.
He stands up and you can see like he's got this like very fine, well-tailored suit with like a little cravat and like little flowing coattails just like sort of like twisting off as he stands up. He's very lanky and tall.
Does he cut a nice figure in that suit? Is it a good suit?
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
it's
give
so
Mitnir
good.
a little
Hey.
nudge.
Okay. So is that what you meant? Is that a good suit?
There's like little purple pinstripes. It looks so fucking dope. And he like goes and he looks out the window onto like the sort of twilight sky.
So, normally, when we have new recruits into the Twilight Reserve, we have them do a little test. Bring us the head of boggarts or bogeyman, or something of that sort. Hunt down a particularly rare flower that blooms only in one of the groves in the Howling Abyss. Something of that nature, but you've been given special tasks from Lady Hyacinth herself. Very different task. A not odd one, I might say. Should you wish to endear yourself to Lady Hyacinth and join the Twilight Reserve, he turns towards you. She would like you to join the Summer Soldiers.
Interesting.
So she wants us to join your opposing, so to say, faction to gain entry to this one.
We would like you to inform on them. You're new to town, your allegiances unknown. You have not been rumored of, but you already have a connection with Lady Hyacinth. She vouches for your potential, if not your current potency, whereas you might make, as not yet known associates, perfect infiltrators into the Summer Soldiers.
You don't think my appearance, and I lift the rapier out a little bit and let it slide back, might be a bit of a giveaway?
Well, there are many interesting things about the Fae. You should know this, shouldn't you? For instance,
And he just like pulls his hand through his head and his hair turns red.
it's not difficult for small changes to a person. Not to mention, should you wish,
And he sort of gestures towards your rapier, and you watch as it goes from amethyst to topaz.
Oh. It's not quite my aesthetic.
well, the choice is yours, truly. Think of it as an extension of yourself. You can change your own appearance slightly, I assume. I see it in you.
Said he tries.
You have masking many faces?
Not yet,
Oh, you don't have it yet.
but I have
Okay.
disguise self, so
Okay, so you do disguise self, and it doesn't work. He's like,
Perhaps not yet. But you're there. just beneath the skin. Yeah, so when you get Mask of Many Faces, you'll be able to change the appearance of your rapier well.
Okay.
Yeah. In the meantime, keep it in your bag. Well then, what do you all say?
I just look around at the group.
I have a question.
Mm.
If they are or become aware of our acquaintance with Lady Hyacinth and should ask us questions, should we answer said questions to stay in their good graces, or
How you go about this is entirely up to you. But know that we do have a few already implanted within the summer soldiers that might be able to inform on us. A few truly switch sides. In the meantime, simply blend in. If they discover that you have some previous connection to Lady Hyacinth, it is not too strange this time for allegiances to change. Caliendo, for instance, did work for the summer soldiers, and trust me, it was not work condoned by Lady Hyacinth or anyone else from the Lunaris district.
Yes, we heard he was not necessarily in her good graces at the moment.
Well, he found his way back. That said, you're perfectly welcome to join any other guilds that you wish, just not ones that directly oppose us. In this instance, you're special. We don't usually send people in. Not like this.
What kind of work do the soldiers do that you're so keen to learn more about?
Well, the work against us are the main things we're concerned with.
This
Follow
rivalry.
that with, what work do you do against them?
Yeah. Perhaps you're quickly going to become intimately aware of that work.
Seemingly.
I find ourselves to just be more on the defensive. Those hot-headed summer Eldrin find themselves to be... I find them pompous. I find them brash, stupid even.
Who is the head of the Solaris district and the summer soldiers?
Well, I won't say her actual name, but let's just say she's very important in the summer court.
I see. Well, if this is the opportunity I'm being presented to learn more and ingratiate myself with the powers that be, then I
Think
shall
of this as
accept.
to be on the fast track.
As I said, I shall accept, but I will not ask that all of my companions join me if anyone has reservations.
What reservations do they have? Do they allow us to have a pig?
Sure.
I think we're with you, Seti. Whatever you decide.
How do you feel about zombies?
Oh, I love them. Summer court. Not sure how the summer soldiers were like them.
Okay, well maybe I will.
Don't have any trouble fitting in the summer court.
Might want to find other arrangements for your zombie friend, like a grave.
I'm sure that he doesn't know she, they could get along very well in Blackwall. should you wish to set them free.
You set that thing free, I'm killing it again.
I'm pretty sure if he set it free, it would just die.
Is Blackwell? Is this the
Blackwall.
Blackwell? Hang on. Shit, I had notes. I don't know.
It's the outer next inn.
Is
of
that?
House.
Yeah, so I was about to ask. Is that House Necrom? All right.
Yes.
And are they allies to you?
House Necrom isn't an ally to anyone. I will say they perturb Don's Cradle quite a bit more. The Greater Cromana itself has quite a bit of angst versus the members of Blackwall and the ilk that lay within the Necromers. A Necrom proper. Sorry, I was like, that's on my throat. They are a bit perturbed by the, well, let's just say, the different denizens.
Well, if they welcome zombies, I can understand the kind of people that might be perturbed by that, and the kind of people that might welcome zombies. Right. Well, I suppose we're agreed then. We will attempt to join the Summer Soldiers and arrange some way to report back, should we be successful.
Best of luck to you. Until the next churn, they are currently located quite opposite us. You can go either way from here and find yourself there, but it might be easier to go through, based on your group, Don's Cradle than to go through Blackwall.
Duly noted. Thank you. And we hope not to disappoint.
I hope you don't disappoint as well. I look forward to working with you in the future. Bye now.
Really?
And that's how we'll end our session for today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you guys next week.